Okay, I can hear you.
We're live.
Hello, Live. I'm Ian, and welcome back to a new year of Dungeons and Dragons, or Pathfinder, as copyright would have us say. Last time, eons ago, in the last game, the party visited the desert of Ruha and met a Gilbert Gottfried speaking Black Dragon. Not Black Dragon, Shadow Dragon, I think. Regardless,
Umbral?
after making a deal with the ostensibly evil being, they went deeper into the desert of Ruha via a hotel put into the inside mouth of a purple worm. After going to the capital, meeting Prince Ruha's brother in an awkward conversation, and then moving on to an oasis, they decided that they needed to get the armor of the Dragon Emperor, one of the artifacts, that lived inside Runavog, the living apocalypse, who they're hoping isn't actually a living apocalypse. Because they all proceeded to get high on a rock right next to Runavog.
Well, on a rock.
We're on a rock. Well, the rock's on the rock, but you guys are actually on the rock.
Well, now I'm confused, and I made the joke in the first place.
I wish that we had the rock with.
Did the bird
Matt,
get high with
you're
us?
a little bit sounding far away.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember. Did the bird get high with us?
No, you guys decided that the bird and Fane, the
Oh, right.
celestial cat, would be the sober ones, making sure your trip didn't turn out badly. I don't know
Okay.
how you're expecting an intelligence 3 rock to help you. But at least
Between the cat and the bird, it'll be okay. They're
Yeah,
a
we
team
hope.
now.
Burp.
Okay. Uh,
As Mozgus is high, riding on its back, pointing the way, like, we've got to go into the sand, birdie.
I think you guys all stepped off of the bird and proceeded to get high.
That sounds like us.
So the first person to get high was, or the first person to be drugged was Jimmy. Because you wanted to make sure that, it wasn't lethal. Not waiting a prerequisitely long time to determine if it was lethal. You guys also then took it yourselves. So, you find for the first few moments, maybe even minutes, not much is happening. But as you guys get deeper into it, the desert itself starts shifting. And Runavog, who is staring at you, and its Zen garden of the desert its scales start shifting colors. You notice that the sun seems to have moved to be skittering across the sky. And the whole desert itself seems to open before you, like a flower revealing its petals. This is the good stuff. You manage Runavog. The more Runavog stares at you, the more you swear you can understand what it's thinking. You believe that your minds are entering into the right wavelength to interact with this mighty quasi-god of a destructive worm. As you stare at it and it stares at you, you seem to find yourselves falling deeper and deeper until you feel yourselves actually physically falling. Let me archive this so I don't spoil anything. As you fall, you find yourselves falling through a trail and rainbow of stars. And before you floats a massive spectral Jimmy.
Oh no.
You have a
shit.
you have a normal sized spectral Jimmy beside you, who seems very confused about the situation. The giant spectral Jimmy goes, hey guys. I'm your spirit guide.
Wow, I never knew you were so pretty, Jimmy.
I think I took too much.
Aw, thanks. You know, I've never, no one's ever said that to me, but now that I'm a giant spirit, I'm getting all kinds of compliments. The other Jimmy goes, hey, that's my compliment. And then the big Jimmy goes, don't worry, you'll be in my position soon. The other Jimmy really doesn't understand. You go, the spectral Jimmy says, you have now entered into the mental palaces of Runavog, the gardener of the desert, and the living apocalypse. I don't really understand much of what's going on, but I slightly understand more than what you are doing because I've gone through it once as him. He points towards smaller Jimmy. I'm not very observant, so I can't really help you beyond general things. There's someone who knows a lot more, and you're gonna meet him soon. Don't attack the giant centipede bug thing.
Is he you again?
Whoa! Wouldn't that be cool? You guys tumble down and find yourselves in a garden
Oh god, it's a giant Jimmy.
with the giant
Oh
Jimmy.
no.
I want a refund on our spirit guide.
And what appears to be a it's not actually a centipede, it's a caterpillar with a strangely human face surrounded by
Oh
hookahs.
god, it's berserk.
Oh no.
Oh,
Berserk. Come on, Snake.
it's Alice in
Human
Wonderland.
face on a monster, it's berserk.
It's okay. I can't even. Come on, Snake.
The centipede seems to, the caterpillar, the high creature, appears to stop, well, smoking on one of the pipes to turn to you. It turns to Giant Jimmy. Oh, you're back, but bigger. Jimmy goes, I don't know what's happening, but I think they're supposed to talk to you. And I'll call him the hookah monster. Turns to you guys and says, we've already had this conversation. I don't like repeating myself.
Well, cut it. Give us a summary then.
Well, I gave you a summary before. The first time I gave you the long one.
Give us the short one.
You are currently going through the mind palaces of Runavog, the gardener, it says. And living apocalypse heads giant Jimmy. The hookah monster shrugs and says, also the living apocalypse. You must journey deep into it, and I do mean actually into it, to gain the knowledge that you seek. But do you have any other questions?
Literally into it though.
Oh yes.
Are we not in it?
Oh, you're currently on its mind waves, but you haven't actually physically gone into it, spiritually gone into it. It's one way or the other. Runavog is mighty physically, but is even mightier spiritually. You can more easily enter it while, you're in spirit form, and it might not even eat you.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's comforting.
Oh,
Oh,
and who are you?
well, I am. I had to go through an hour and a half explanation with you before. Fine. The short version is I am an aspect of Runavog shaped in a way that wouldn't disturb you too much, so I could tell you how to interact with Runavog so you wouldn't just be subsumed into its glorious oneness.
I'd be a lot like just the regular shape of Runavag is less off-putting, I think, maybe.
Human faces on monsters
I was
isn't
created
great.
from the shards of your subconscious, so I don't know what you want to complain about to me.
Okay, someone
You
in here
fuck
has a
this.
caterpillar fetish going on.
Jimmy.
It's Jimmy.
Small Jimmy looks ashamed. Large Jimmy still doesn't understand.
Wait, large Jimmy doesn't understand?
No,
My God.
you underestimate Jimmy's ignorance.
Who can predict which Jimmy will know what?
It says you must journey through the mouth and into the heart of chaos, and then through to the fields. Oh, not the fields. It's all of this is metaphorical, but the Garden of Runavog, in which you'll be able to hear the mighty being say words of wisdom to you, and likely get whatever reward you deserve.
Reward?
I deserve a lot.
Yes, you do. I agree as a part of your subconscious. But,
Why do we deserve a reward?
well, for getting through the trials, of course.
Oh, I see.
Isn't it
Just
obvious?
get high next to Runavog for no reason, did you? Wait, it could have been for no reason.
Wouldn't that be the most... Wouldn't that appeal most to our gardener?
Not particularly. The gardener
Oh,
has a
shit.
purpose.
Well, shit. Misread this situation then.
It kind of just shrugs and it says, "There's a lot to misread." As it breathes out the smoke, it turns into the shape of a sailing ship and goes off.
Okay, so the last time we had this conversation and went into a giant, into its physical body, how'd that go for us?
Oh, well, I never saw what happened after. You guys just keep on appearing one after another.
Okay, well, pay more attention this time and tell us next time what happens.
Okay. And it just says you're going to have to swim into the pond. It points towards the body of water before it just has this almost oil rainbow-like slick over it.
Can I
It's
keep my shoes on?
You should keep most things on.
Okay.
And Big Jimmy goes, "You can jump. The jump doesn't kill you," Big Jimmy says.
Bird.
Small Jimmy reluctantly steps forward, and then Big Jimmy pushes him in. He's like, "That's for last time." As Small Jimmy tumbles.
Well, Geronimo.
Jump.
That's a saying here in the
Yep,
desert.
I was gonna say that never happened in this reality.
Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Okay. You find yourselves tumbling through. It's not a pond at all, but what appears to be a long, I guess it would be pit/shaft that seems to have you guys tumble end over end until you see Runavog. It spits you out into a large area, and Runavog is there, kind of minding its own business as it sees all of you fall, including small Jimmy. It seems to open its mouth in expectation. All of you tumble in.
Yeah, this is a great plan.
What could go
This is
wrong?
the best.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys, the Runavog's mouth. You
Got it
guys are
upside
at
down.
the top. You guys are at the top. Runavog's mouth seems to go on until you hit upon a field of teeth. Though the teeth are large enough that most of you can comfortably fit in between them. Slithering between each of the teeth seems to be almost ooze-like creatures, giving off strange bouts of sparks and electricity. They seem to only start noticing you as you tumble on in.
I think everyone should get on the bird, and I think we should go.
Pretty lights.
Okay, I need everyone to roll a fortitude save to see how the drugs are kicking in.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Oh yeah, did any of you get like emergency fourth sphere as a scroll?
I don't think so.
There's talk of it.
Let's see. I don't have it on mine.
Okay, then you guys didn't. No worries. Drugs.
Drugs.
Dogs.
Look at these saves. Only like 2 of us are failing horribly. Or should I roll for Jimmy?
Both Mozgus and Lalara do not feel any great sense of urgency or danger.
Jimmy is
looking
doing
at
better
this.
here than Lalara is.
Usually does though. That's the thing.
Yeah, Jimmy's just what?
Jimmy's actually a god.
Jimmy should replace you as the party member, and you should be just the moot.
Oh, that's
Okay.
harsh.
It's the only way. I'm sorry. He bested you in a trial of drugs.
So, I guess everyone can roll initiative
Oh boy.
as the plasmic blob kind of rolls at you. Okay. So Matt said 13.
This fits.
Jesus
It
Christ.
fits. Ruhan is 18. Lalara is 3. Shakti is 12. Alexandra is 16. And Mozgus is 23. Bow, 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 bow.
Something in the oven. What?
Would you say that we're in a dungeon?
Well, you're either physically or spiritually within Runavog's mouth. You don't actually know which. Okay.
I meant as far as a dungeoneering check on what the fuck that thing is.
Oh, let me look at the knowledge skill actually to see what these would be. Because I think dungeoneering would be the correct answer. Yep, dungeoneering.
Awesome. Because I want to know, what the fuck is that?
Whoa.
These are
what
your
is
negative thoughts
that?
and emotions, Moscus. All your angers you've been storing up. You should be letting it out. You need a hobby.
His hobby is being an inquisitor.
My hobby is beating people and torturing them. I thought that was obvious. It's a great stress reliever, actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sounds kind of kinky.
Okay. You, these are plasma oozes?
Oh boy.
Well, that sounds good.
And
I have lots.
they likely have the ability. You only recall two things about them. One is that something, if you hit them with certain types of attacks, they split in two, and that they can shoot rays of plasma.
Great.
So, in other words, I can't make them bleed.
No.
Sadly, no. Oozes are, I think, one of the few creatures immune to sneak attack. Actually, let's see. They don't need to, they need to eat and breathe, but not sleep? That's dumb. I'm striking that. Oh, not subject to critical hits or flanking. Don't take extra damage from sneak attacks.
I will be right back.
Bye. So, Moscus, you don't feel any immediate need or danger to get out of the way. Could you roll a fortitude save? Actually, your bird.
My bird knows. Birds knows danger.
Your bird's urging you to charge it because that's what you've done for almost everything else.
Am I first?
You are first. You're initiative 23. Let me.
So I'm not sure how to. Should I just roll randomly to see what my character would do?
You can if you have to decide if your character was not feeling threatened, but your bird was causing a fuss. What would you do? Because ultimately, this is what character agency is about.
Yeah, wait, did Big Jimmy jump in with us?
No.
No,
You
Oh,
pushed a little Jimmy
Big
in.
Jimmy's pushed little Jimmy in.
that's just classic bullying, isn't it?
You totally know Jimmy would bully himself if he could. Everyone else does.
Oh.
No, actually, the prince is
Okay, this is the initiative. Put in order because people dislike it when I just put it in as I type it.
Where'd you put it? Oh.
Discord chat.
Well, the rest of the party has been quite cruel. The prince
Where's
has actually
Lalara?
been nothing but kind.
You're Lela at 3.
Oh.
You rolled.
I only have A's in my name.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, so it should have been Lala.
Yeah, Wawa.
All right.
There.
Okay,
Ma-
wow, this is a long combat. Lots of
Yeah.
characters.
Mosgus is going to listen to the bird.
Okay. He takes it to go. Look.
You should just use your new D2.
Yeah, it's not on stream though, or it's not on
Oh.
Roll20, so it doesn't count.
I mean, you can roll a... Oh, you did.
Bullet.
We have really cool dice that we got and have no way to use them.
Well, you just need the dice cam, okay?
Okay.
on
Alright,
stream.
so I
He
guess
just-
I'm gonna try to charge it.
Okay.
And we'll see how this goes,
Roll
and then he might say, hey, this is a really bad idea. What am I doing here?
not to enchant.
Actually, you're urged to wait a turn by the prince. Because I can buff and get on board.
But he's listening to
And
his...
this is an urge that isn't a magically enforced.
No, this is just a regular old teamwork. What do we talk about?
Teamwork makes the dream work, or in this
Mhm.
case, the hallucination.
It's gotta be the bird. He's drugged up, man. He's not thinking straight.
Just to let you know, so you don't ask if you hit, its AC is 6.
Okay.
So AC's not how this thing defends itself. Okay.
That's a horrible roll. And then the bird. As long as it's not a critical fail, it's gonna hit.
Yep.
I don't know if I can grab an ooze.
Well, your bird's gonna try.
my bird's
because
gonna
it's tried
try.
with everything
I just don't
else.
know if-
Roll your grapple check. It oozes. Hey, you grab it.
Holy shit!
I guess I grabbed it.
It's
Okay.
It's probably a bad thing to grab it.
Okay, your bird takes. Wonder if this works. Oh wait.
I wonder what kind of damage it is. If it's plasma, it'd be
Plasma?
hot.
Probably fire, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
and
and
fire. Can you separate that for me?
Back.
So the first one is electricity. The second one's fire.
Okay, let's see. My bird has some amount of fire resistance.
I think your bird doesn't care about the fire damage.
It's got, what, Royal Dragon Scales? That's like Sonic
That's
or
on
something.
my sheet. That's where it is. All right, I'll take the damage and I'll figure it out.
Okay.
15 fire resistance, no fire damage. Sick.
You have grappled it.
That's stupid.
I mean, it's. Usually people don't want to grapple oozes.
Usually that's a bad idea.
Well, now it's happening.
Okay. It's now happening. So I'm just wondering, what equipment have you given Jimmy?
It's
Does he have
probably-
like a sword or like armor, or have you given him nothing?
I think I gave him a run of, like, basically a run of an armory of maybe masterwork at best equipment, probably not even masterwork. And
Okay.
whatever he thought would be useful, he's picked up. So maybe he's a rogue and he's got full plate. I don't know, but he's been.
Okay, Jimmy has like a chain shirt
I think he has a shield
and a shield.
and a
And
short sword or
he's-
something.
Yeah. He's never attacked something in anger before.
It's a bluff, you know. I'm dangerous. Stay
Yeah,
away from
They'll
me.
see the
So-
armored person and they'll go after someone unarmored instead.
Okay. Anyone wearing metal
Oh no.
needs. I'm gonna roll a grapple check from the ooze,
Yeah, because it has to try
and
and
you
get
need to
out.
tell me if it beats.
Okay. It beats.
Okay. If it beats the CMD of a metal or armored creature with this check, this creature is pulled 10 feet closer to the ooze and can't move away from the ooze for 1 round.
Well, that's fine. Because I'm already grappling it.
No, your
Yeah,
bird
run with
is. You get pulled off of the bird into the ooze.
Oh.
I don't think I can be pulled off. Let's see. There's something weird.
Can you be pulled off your bird?
There's something
Jimmy
about...
moves
yeah.
10 feet closer to the ooze.
Wait,
Oh, it's like magnetic.
Yeah.
That's neat.
It's pulling us. Okay.
I
The
do
prince is
believe
covered in
that
gold.
also means that, but you're out of the 30-foot radius. No, you
Huh.
aren't actually. You get pulled 10 feet closer.
I think
Okay.
I'm out of range.
You are. And I don't know if Lulara actually has much metal.
I don't really think I do.
Yeah. So you're safe exactly where you are.
Well, Lara just says, "Where are you going?"
As you guys start getting pulled closer and closer.
The party's over there.
Really?
The ooze is also going to try to break out of your bird's grasp. Nope.
Is it against...
What is your bird's CMD?
It is currently... Oh, can I get the page up?
Have you enlarged it?
It is not enlarged yet. It's only
Okay.
32.
Okay, so it spent its standard action
To
breaking
get out.
free from the bird. Which is good because it would have fired rays off of on people. And then it spends its move action to get dangerously close to all the people who are being pulled in electricity.
Attacks of opportunity.
You do
Yes.
get an attack of opportunity.
I get an attack of opportunity too.
You do.
Oh, I probably have a spell in my spear right now, don't I? Yeah, it's Vampire Touch.
Oh, so it's spear, so it's doing piercing damage, right?
Yep.
Good. Oh, let me put on Shine on You Crazy Diamond again. You hit!
That's Akane. And this is Muscus.
No, I don't miss.
No. This thing's very easy to hit. Hmm. Okay.
So, it's a riding saddle. I'm sorry, it's an exotic saddle that is an exotic subset riding saddle. If the rider is knocked unconscious while riding in a riding saddle, he has a 50% chance to stay in the saddle. So it's
roll a 1d2.
yeah.
Okay, so 8 of that damage is piercing, the rest is necrotic?
Oh, it's the
With Vampiric Touch included.
it's Vampire Touch. Okay.
No.
That is definitely a way to hurt it. So
I'll just put myself there
okay.
to show that I'm
you
not on the
are-
bird.
So you do plus 26. Okay. Muscus. You take
And hey, 18 free temporary hit points. Don't mind if I do.
10 damage.
16 damage.
16
total.
damage.
Oh man, tieflings just have 5 electric resistance off the bat.
Yep.
This is gonna be good. Actually, it's not even hitting me, is it?
Did my bird take any damage?
No. Strangely enough, oozes don't have a. If someone hits it with a natural weapon, they automatically get hurt by, the thing it's done by.
Oh, did I take damage for getting sucked closer to it then?
Yeah, you do damage for being engulfed in it. You're currently in the plasma ooze.
Oh. How?
Is you got pulled off your bird into the ooze via the magnetism.
How tall is my bird?
If your bird has it grappled,
Yeah,
As-
alright.
like you're technically in the same square as your bird. So, it's Prince Ruha. Your turn.
The prince begins a call to arms as if the past 2 rounds of combat hadn't happened yet. And then says, oh god. Wait a minute, all that, well. Everyone gets haste. Oh, not
Okay.
everyone.
Most people.
These. It just, yeah. Wait. Let me remember how haste works.
You
Within
can
30.
chain it. No
Yeah, it's-
2 of which can be.
No 2 of which, so I can't get bird and them. Because those are 2 of which that are too far apart. So it's a 30-foot circle.
Bird's more important than Lalara for haste.
That's not a learn back.
Shit. Oh, that's Lalara. That's right.
Okay,
Remember,
I can't
you
get
can use
Moscus
any of
or
the squares.
Bird's important.
everyone but Moscus and his birds.
We're gonna be oh, fine. Fuck it. You're gonna have to cast another
I mean,
haste. That's all I'm saying.
I might, because I don't have any other good spells for this, unless I want to just slap it with the vampiric touch directly.
Touch it. Touch it.
Okay,
Dodge it.
Alexandra,
Yes.
it is your turn. You have 2 slashing knives and the thing that can't be stabbed. So, or that can't be bled.
And if I
So
like,
you guys don't necessarily need to fight this.
if I slash it, I run the risk of just like
Strangely enough,
making multiple.
you just if you slash it the next turn, it might just engulf you. But you could probably handle the heat. Bow bow. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, sorry, Moscus.
Mhm.
You get a reflex save to avoid being engulfed by.
Ah.
So, it's a relatively high reflex save,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fail.
but
Yep.
it also, yep,
So I might actually like. Should I be like that, even though
Yeah.
it moved?
Yep.
Okay.
because you kind of imagine it as something like you got sucked into it and then it started moving away,
Okay.
dragging you with it. Ba-dow. So what are you gonna do, Alexandra? Are you gonna try to encourage everyone to like run past? Are you gonna start distracting things? Oh wait, you were magnetized.
Yeah, I'm magnetized.
So you can't run
so-
away from it, but you can run past it. No, you can run up to it. Or get into a bag of holding. Fuck this, I'm out. Ba-da-da-da-da. Mhm. Da-da-da-da.
Well, I guess I could like attack it. Consumed either way.
Okay. You take a 5-foot step. You are haste. You have a lot of attacks.
Okay. Let's pull up my sheet with all my info, my roll info.
If you attack it, you're gonna hit it. It has
I know.
no. Unless you roll
Shit.
1.
It's plus 17.
Yep.
Correctly. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, it's plus 19 because you're flanking it with the bird.
Oh yeah. Shit the bird. Okay.
I mean, I'm inside of this, flanked from every angle.
1 hit.
It's a brilliant strategy.
Yeah.
Let the
Okay.
enemy swallow you so that it's flanked from all angles.
Crit.
It's
Oh wait,
immune
can't be
to
crit.
hits.
At least a
So-
hit.
And then 214.
Yep.
16. Is it
Yep.
flanking?
Roll one of the other 16s again to see if you truly critical. No. So it's 3 hits. So as you do your flurry of blows, as your kukris slice into the creature, it splits. It splits easily in half. Again and again.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry.
Now, anyone
Should it
can
be
make a
smaller?
knowledge engineering check and see how exactly this has.
Oh man.
So,
What was the roll?
knowledge dungeoneering.
Dungeon. Okay.
Not the sun.
Let's see. Do I have that? I don't have it. Darn.
Oh
Okay.
no.
So, Lauren,
Yep.
you understand that every time it splits, its total health gets halved.
Huh.
And eventually it can't be split anymore and each piece just dies.
Okay.
Well, that's not so bad, except it's got a lot more damage now than it did before, I assume. 'Cause
Oh
there's
yeah, it has
more of
4
them.
independent actions now.
Yeah.
So, Matt, it's your turn.
Okay, I go into rage. and then-
Everyone who wants to can accept rage into their hearts.
Yeah.
Why you mad, bro?
Because I'm having a really bad trip. And then I attack this one on the right.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't. I can't do my full attack because I moved.
Yep. You can do like a vital strike if you have one.
Yeah, I'll do a vital strike.
Great.
There it is.
You definitely hit. Roll your damage.
Cool.
Hit. This creature doesn't care about being hit.
Nope.
However, because its split hit points are now so small, you extinguish one of the halves,
Nice.
one of the quarters.
Woo!
Okay. It's Shakti, your turn.
All right.
So in the very first turn, you could either do your teleport, free action, grow claw, teleport, stab, 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 or you could start doing like buffing your weapon or giving yourself haste and all that.
So which one was split? These aren't all from the same
No,
one, right?
these are all from the same one.
Oh. Okie dokie.
Alexandra kept on cutting off pieces of the same one.
All right.
She's very good at blending.
I'm gonna dimension door over to. Well, actually, can I just run over there?
I mean, you could help.
It's close
You
enough.
could
I'm
help
just
your
gonna
friend
run
who's
over
stuck in one, but you know,
there.
whatever.
Stuck in that one?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Now
Do you
just
not
remember,
see me
the
in there?
yellow, the white circles are teeth. Giant teeth.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, teleport over to this one that Mozgaz is stuck in.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm doing it right. I want to do grow my ghoul claw and use that and stab. Claw stab.
Okay. Are oozes immune to paralysis? Yes, they are. Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. But
Yeah,
still,
they don't really have a nervous. So where are you teleporting to? Move yourself there. You could technically teleport anywhere on the battlefield, but I might not suggest anywhere.
Right into the corner.
Right there.
Okay. So you get your haste attack, your normal attack, your claw attack. You get your full suite of attacks.
My cat's sitting on my stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, and you're hasted.
He's good. Okay, so
Ba-da-da-da.
alright. I don't know how to roll it. There it is. Okay.
It's on your
There it is.
to roll.
So it's
All rolls are /roll 1d20.
that's for the claw. I think.
You hit.
Um, oh my god, I can't see. Cool. Really?
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage.
My cat's like
Uh,
trying to lay on my keyboard. I'm sorry.
your claws slashing damage. It splits again.
Oh boy.
Yay.
Well, she gets 3 attacks, right? So.
She can try to put down the one that you're floating in.
Yeah. Primary, secondary. Secondary. Primary. And secondary. Those hit. Okay.
Okay.
Right? Is that right?
Okay. Roll your pokey damage 3 more times. Or no, 2 more times.
2 more?
Well, because you hit with your claw,
Yeah.
and then you have.
I have 3? I thought I only had 2.
Oh, then I'll discount the last one. Okay. So, Moscus, the one you are in ceases to exist.
Hooray! That was awful. But it was so pretty, though.
It burns. It burns so good. Okay. Next on the initiative is Ooze 2, which cannot actually see you guys because it has a 60-foot radius on its sight because oozes don't have eyes.
Ooh, sight.
It is Lalara.
You guys are doing this all wrong. You said it has a 60-foot radius on site?
Yep.
Would I know that? I don't think she would know that.
You failed your check, so.
So she just... She casts flight, and she just flies. Wait, where did I start?
She's just gonna fly away.
Yep.
Wee.
Feeling the drugs, man.
Like right there.
Why would she? Alright.
Why would you fight them? Who cares? You're
Also,
high.
she failed the drug save. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She's not alarmed.
I am
But
role
anyway,
playing.
concerned.
I am role playing is what I'm doing.
Exactly. It's
Okay.
called role playing, not role playing. Okay, and I'll have to spell that out because
Okay, Moscus, you fall onto the ground, no longer being held in a ooze of plasma. So, it is your turn.
Am I within 10 feet? Is that technically in that square?
Which being in what square?
Is the ooze monster technically in the square that I'm pointing to? Can you see my ruler?
I'm not seeing. Oh, now, yeah,
there it
it is in that square.
Okay. Then, yeah, and I have a range of 10, so I'm just gonna do a fucking fall attack on it.
With a lance.
The lance.
Oh god, Jimmy is vulnerable.
Jimmy's super vulnerable.
This is Matt's
Oh,
moment, I
whoops,
think.
that's
to,
wrong.
to do the right thing.
But it
for a
doesn't
change.
matter. So it's fine. I'm just gonna do
What?
Yeah, Tiamos is Jimmy's only hope. It's your chance to do the right thing for a rare change.
Hmm.
There's
Charge
severe
there and
lag.
save our savior.
It's up to me to save Jimmy, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna. Moscus will tell his bird, Akane, to attack the thing above, so she'll charge.
Or else Big Jimmy is going to show up and kick your ass. If little Jimmy dies, that's the deal.
Actually, can it just
But it-
go like this?
But if he doesn't die,
Yeah.
how will he become the big spirit?
No. It's because he survives that he becomes the big spirit. Wait. Then if he dies,
Oh, and can you make the bird bigger?
Oh.
She's
okay.
gonna activate her big bird mode.
Mm,
'Cause shit's
gonna teach you
real.
all about letters and shapes.
Now listen here, kids.
that's
Oh, that's
why
too
she
big.
grapples people.
That's too big.
I don't actually remember what Big Bird's segment was in
I don't
Sesame
know.
Street, but
I don't think Big Bird had a specific segment. I think Big Bird was just a reoccurring character.
He was
Other
just
than
big.
getting a fantastic thing of like the Blue Bird of Sadness. Okay, so
And the damage is.
And funnily enough, his friend was a woolly mammoth.
Mm,
That's on the one above.
okay. It is does have damage reduction. But it ceases to exist.
Hooray!
yay, Jimmy's safe. We didn't need
Was
that
this
after
one
all.
still alive?
Yep. You didn't poke it.
I am
enough.
unwanted.
It
I
does
mean-
have damage reduction.
Mhm. Even against adamantine?
Yep.
Okay.
It don't care where your physical attack comes from. It's the ooze's turn. So that one fires 3 and that one's fires 1. Okay. Oh,
How much healing is that fast healing, by the way? Matt,
3.
3.
is it the strength? I think it might actually be 6.
I think it's the will save.
Skull's vigor. Fast healing equal to the strength bonus your song provides.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Wow.
Wait, what's your strength bonus?
6.
6.
Oh shit, still had it at 4.
It's fast healing 6.
Is it 6 con as well?
Yep.
Okay. Damn.
Wait, when you actually take that song, do you get bonus health from that?
You get con.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
in
Okay.
turn gives you 3 times your level in bonus health. And you can choose at the beginning of every round if you take the song or not. Scold songs are just awesome.
Yeah, Moscus took the rage with his bird because he's like, I'm in an ooze. I'm angry.
So, okay, so Shakti, what's your touch AC?
Uh,
Not high enough. Saruman, what's your
12.
touch AC?
Um,
Not high enough. Sorry. Tiamos, what is your touch AC? Yours might be high enough.
It is. Hold on. My
And now
touch
you're-
AC is 16.
It misses.
Nice.
Yay!
And Ruha, what's your touch AC?
16.
Oh no.
It hits.
Oh no. Oh wait, I have haste on. Does that give me anything?
It gives you plus
That's
one.
+1.
Okay.
You miss.
By the skin of his teeth, as he stands next to an actual tooth.
By the skin of the worm's tooth.
Mhm.
Okay, Shakti, you take 36 damage.
Ouch.
Effectively, half of that is fire, half of that is electricity, if that means anything to you. Saruman,
Mm-hmm.
you take 34 damage. Half of that fire, half of that electricity. I don't think, Alexander, that we've actually gone over the effects of the shadow scale. Of the scale from the shadow.
Oh, I got the shadow scale.
Or I think the party was debating if it went to you or Shakti. Shadow scale just seems like it would be, stealthy and all that.
Yeah.
But it's up to you guys because both of you weren't really there to claim it. And Moscus doesn't want it, evidently.
I have
Hey, the bird is
damage
better.
on my sheet.
Hmm?
I don't know if this is left over from before or if I'm back to full health.
You should be all back to full health before this combat started.
Perfect.
Okay, so people wearing metal. They're gonna start trying to suck you in.
Oh no.
Slurp, slurp, motherfucker. Okay, Shakti gets moved.
Oh.
Saruman, you do not.
Woo.
Tiamos, what is your CMD?
Oh, it's not 43. There's no way.
Yes,
But he might be able to strength surge and say no.
It's 35 without strength surge.
So you could actually strength surge and not be affected.
How does that
Okay.
work?
Once per rage, you can add his Scald level to a strength check, an attack roll, or a strength-based attack roll, or a CMD.
Oh, you just slap it on top. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a once per rage, boom.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what you generally use the spell sunders for.
Hmm.
But, and Prince Ruha,
Yeah,
you're
that'd be
gonna
mad.
start getting pulled in. Mosgus,
Which
you're
one?
gonna get pulled in.
Which one's pulling?
Akane, both of them.
It's supposed
Oh,
to be
so I don't go into either one of them.
Well, you're gonna be dragged 10 feet.
Yeah, that's-
You're gonna be,
Yeah.
you're gonna be dragged there.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I'm not in them.
Jimmy gets dragged towards both as well. Your birds. What is your bird CMD?
It is now 35.
Your bird starts getting pulled.
Oh no. It's bigger than it though. How does that work?
Magnets. Wait, does your
Miracles.
bird have barding?
Yes.
Okay, then it would be pulled. So everyone's being pulled towards these two except Lalara, who is perfectly happy where she is. So for the bird,
Mm.
it is gonna take.
Whoa.
15. It's gonna take. Actually, no.
That's
wait.
the wrong roll.
It's the wrong roll. The raise or that. Okay.
Oh
The
Jesus.
bird is gonna take 18 fire damage and 6 electricity.
Okay.
I would say fire and ice, but it is fire and zap, which is, not a fantasy book series.
Could
So
be.
everyone got pulled uncomfortably close, but people have avoided being pulled in. It is now Prince Ruha, your turn.
Okay. The prince starts out by he's gotten a bit distracted and he's saying the fire and lightning is that related to Jabodak and Cadalatrix? He looks around, sees if anyone has like a spark of recognition, and then he just like looks disappointed again and pokes one of the things, or pokes one twice with the spear.
You
And
think
I'll
the
roll my-
bird might understand as it's flailing about the goo monster.
As you burn, it's like one of its armored legs being pulled into the ooze.
The haste gives me another attack at full
Yep.
bonus, right? Okay.
But I think your base attack bonus is something awful, like +6. Maybe
No, because I've got
worse.
this is a dex weapon, so I'm actually quite good. Oh wait, is it at base attack bonus or?
It's base attack bonus. No, it's at your attack bonus. Rook, don't worry about it.
Okay.
You
12
poke
and
it.
13.
It's not dead, but it's hurting. Very hurting. Not that you can really understand if it's hurting. Doesn't really have expressions of pain, joy.
Can't we understand
anger.
its feelings? Isn't that what this getting high is all about? Is understanding feelings?
Do you want to get more high so you understand the ooze? Alexander,
How high do I have to get to understand this puddle?
understanding it, not that much more. Understanding it correctly.
Oh no, cat.
It's your turn, and you're pretty sure they can't split more, but you know, science is all about experimentation.
All right, let's dab or slash.
Oh
or
wow!
Attack.
Dab.
You just dab at it until it cringes to death.
Okay, so you can do one attack. Unfortunately, you had to move more. Than...
My keyboard. Come on. Sorry.
Don't apologize for your technology.
Not exactly technology. More along the lines of cat.
I feel ya.
This is a catastrophe.
You hit. Roll. Actually, your damage doesn't matter. It's a slashing weapon. It ceases to exist because it can't split anymore. Okay. It is now, Matt, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to Vital Strike the last one.
Hooray!
You hit. Because it can't exactly dodge.
Kitty.
It cannot dodge.
What if it could though?
Oh man.
Would be
Then
fucked.
it wouldn't be a gargantuan. Actually, no, I made these huge. I've altered the original plasma ooze because it would have kicked your fucking asses. It goes out of existence as well.
Hooray!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Except for that other one and the other one.
We did it.
Oh, it really depends if you guys actually want to keep on.
The prince jumps
on
into the
fighting
middle of the
these, or if he
party
just
and
wants
then
to-
points and says, "Follow the special snowflake," as he points towards Lalara.
I'll get on the bird then. Bird.
Wait.
You forgot first blood, I think, as well. There we go.
There. So are all of you hopping on the bird?
Get on the
Yes.
bird.
Yes.
Yep.
Just trying to maneuver around a cat.
Man, you're seeing
Okay.
cats.
Next.
Everyone's seeing a different trip.
As you guys, I assume that you guys will just start flying over, dodging.
We're gonna
Actually-
collect Lalara, whether she wants it or not, and we'll get well out of
Ready or
well out
not,
of their way.
you're walking on air.
With the chorus. Oh my god.
Why is she so upset? Or he?
I'm trying to get her off the keyboard.
She says she doesn't fucking want it. Says she's gonna stay there.
Cat.
Have you considered calling Jackson Galaxy?
So the bird swoops in. This plasma ooze shoots 3 rays. Ba-da-da-da. One shoots at the bird. What's your bird's touch AC? Ah, it hits.
It's
You
no,
can roll
no,
your,
fuck you. I'm rolling my
but you
thing.
can roll your ride check to
Ride check.
negate.
A dodge.
You dodge. One shoots at you, Moscus. What's your touch AC?
13.
It hits.
Fuck.
And one shoots at Lalara. That hits. Ba-da-da-da.
Wait, how does it hit?
You aren't invisible, right? You're flying?
Yeah.
It shoots a beam of plasma at you.
Okay.
You got too close to it. It's an angry blob. Moscus, you take that much damage.
Okay. 30. There we go.
Lalara, you take that much damage. 14. It's fire and electricity damage.
Okay. If I don't have anything...
If you have no resistances, you just take 14 damage.
Okay. Hey man, you're harshing my buzz.
You can cast a spell at it. We kind of skipped your last turn, so
Oh,
if you just
why?
want to be like Ice Tomb, you totally could. Chill out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
you don't have to use that one-liner in particular, but
That's pretty good.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want more of that quality, you can watch Mr. Freeze. But
it turns into an ice block.
Get fucked.
The ice is not likely to hold it much, as it's literally a creature made of fire and electricity, but it should chill out temporarily. So I assume you guys are gonna run past the last one?
Yeah, well away from it. Now that we've seen how far it can shoot.
Okay. As you run past it, you realize that there's a light at the end of the throat. It's not a happy light. And indeed, the more you look at it, the more you realize it's probably Runavog's breath weapon.
Uh-oh.
well, that's
And
good.
you realize that's maybe why plasma oozes can live here, because that is what Runavog breathes.
Maybe we
But-
should hide behind a tooth.
As you fly closer, you realize a giant spectral Jimmy appears before you and points towards what appears to be a hole in the throat. He says, "Go in there. You probably won't die. I didn't."
If Jimmy's alive, then.
Are you the same Big Jimmy from before?
I've never seen. Oh wait, I think I am. He says, "This whole experience is even more confusing for me than it is for you."
I believe that to be true of everything.
Every day, every moment.
You guys go into the side room, and you are scattered across it. The bird, all of you, the bird, riding the bird, head into this hole, and you all get ejected off of the bird. But not in a way that would kill you, but more in a way that suddenly gravity doesn't really make that much sense. And you end up all floating down to a Technicolor platform.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
At the center of it appears to be orbs orbiting orbs and over a black void.
Are we still raging?
This is the most hideously rainbow thing I could
No,
find.
we're not. You're not raging
Okay.
anymore.
I don't know. Wait, how long does haste last? 1 second.
It lasts for
Haste
11
lasts-
rounds.
Oh, 10 rounds, so it's probably over by now. If we have
That's
until
probably
end.
still on actually. Probably have like 5 more rounds. Unless we
You guys do have 5 more rounds.
Oh, really?
like if this starts
Okay, I
into
didn't know.
another event immediately, we still have it.
It is. And as you guys fall in here, 3 twisted, insane humanoid shapes, a tangle of limbs and gnashing teeth, thrashes and howls. Yes, I put them on this layer. They all peer around the hole in the ground. Everyone, roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and let's see. TMOs is at 21. Prince Ruha is 18, just like last time. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even need to change anything. Shakti's at 13. Osgus is at 23, just like last time. Man, you're making this easy for me. Alexander's within 1 of her last one. And Lara
Lee Lara.
is
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
okay. And then I have to roll for the
Is anyone super hurt? I think I might be the most hurt.
Yeah, I
But I
haven't
can
taken a hit yet.
handle it.
I'm down 14, but I'm good.
I'm at
In fact, I'm healthier than when we started this adventure.
Oh, did you have vampiric touch or something?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, on the
Bad
flight
touch
here, I've
people.
refilled the spear with another one.
okay. I will allow that.
Yay.
That didn't paste how I wanted it to.
So, are these demons, or is this another dungeoneering check?
This is a knowledge of the planes check.
Oh no. Oh wait, I have that one.
Oh yeah.
I think I have that too.
So my monster lore says it adds wisdom bonus for monster strength and weaknesses. So I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be these types of checks.
Bam.
Okay. Well, you guys rolled a bit higher. I'll go from Tiamos and Chelsea. You know that warped ones are from the outer planes, and that they constantly shift and rebuild themselves. And they like to inflict. Well, they can inflict bad changes upon other people. Lauren,
Mhm.
you know that these creatures are completely unhinged, and any kind of telepathic contact will hurt the mind of someone trying to telepathy it or mind read it.
Hmm.
And Mozgus, you know that.
Do
Let's
I know if they're weak to anything?
They can resist electricity or anything that affects their bodies,
Okay,
like polymorph or petrification.
I see.
But they don't seem to have. They don't have vulnerabilities. They just have things they aren't strong against.
Okay.
Okay. So, let me start. It is Mozgus, your turn.
Don't peer into their minds. And then he rushes up to this one.
Okay.
We have to save our spirit guide.
So I need you and your bird to roll 2 will saves.
Oh no. Each?
Each.
Okay, so this is both for Mozgus. And let's see. I'll do the big one first. Do the plus 21 for the bird first. And then the plus 4. Hey, it's still pretty good. Not good enough.
Okay, you save against all of them.
Wow, really?
Which is great. Yeah, DC was 17. So nothing bad happens.
Hooray!
You get to attack.
Gonna attack it so good, maybe. Critical fail. Is that a hit?
Yes. Oh,
Bird is still big,
Alexandra.
by the way.
These things can bleed. 42. Okay.
Oops, that was not the right. That was not right. That's the grapple. This is the attack. That's a hit. Okay. 49 is grapple.
Yeah, but you hit, you grapple. God, it's like dealing with Slammy all over again. Except Akane is much more dumb than Slammy.
Oh, poor Akane. She's a good bird.
I think Slammy was overpowered not by my design, but because it had the smartest NPC in the party in it. Not that we made too good a use of that.
No.
No, you didn't.
See, it's the challenge run, and we succeeded.
But you guys also just started slapping templates onto Slammy.
That's true.
Okay. Plus 20. It is now time for Tiamos.
All right, I'm gonna go up to.
So
This
I've
one.
color-coded them blue, green,
Oh,
and
thank you.
red.
I'm gonna go up to red.
Okay, I need you to roll will save as you approach.
Okay.
It is a supernatural effect, so if you have rage up, your
Yes.
superstition.
Rage is back on.
Yeah, rage is back on.
Bird is swole.
Swole.
In fact, Muscus is also going to
So-
take it because we're still injured.
Swole, savior of the universe.
Do we heal when he activates it?
Yep,
Okay.
Because he's taking Greater Scold's Vigor. Normally he'd have to wait a turn.
Perfect.
It's +4, right? No, 7. Sweet.
Raging makes you very resistant to a lot of will-based things.
Yes.
Yep, you don't care. So you can go and Vital Strike it.
Yep.
Make
That's
it
exactly what
regret
I'm gonna
ever
do.
slithering into this dimension. Okay. 43 damage as you smash its face.
Nice.
It is now Ruha, your turn. These things are insane. You don't know how much, mind influencing spells are going to help against it.
The prince points at the green one. He laughs to himself a bit and asks, Did someone play a prank on you? What happened?" And casts Pugwampy's Grace.
Oh,
he ma-
that's divination, right?
I think that's still enchantment, but let me look up and be sure. This is enchantment compulsion. It's a mind-affecting effect. But
This
it's
thing.
the reroll stuff.
Well, you have to get through its SR.
Okay.
Roll to get through its SR.
1d20 plus my caster level?
1d20 plus your caster level. Yar.
Oh, that's the worst.
It doesn't get through the spell resistance. You laugh at it, but it just doesn't understand the joke.
That's always hard.
At the second half of his turn, the prince accepts the rage into his heart, makes some sort of a gorilla noise, and rushes over this way.
Okay. Roll will save as you get close to it.
Do you have a reach on your weapon?
He
Yes, I
does.
do.
Okay. I'm just curious. I mean, it probably has reach too, but
Plus, oh dang, 14, that's right. I jacked up that.
will saves are important.
Yeah, they are.
Will
Especially when
saves,
touching Phoenix stuff.
Yes.
How'd I do? 24 good?
You don't. Did he cast a quickened Pugwampy's Grace?
No, it's a standard action cast, though.
Oh,
And then
wait. No, you made the will save. You're fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. It is Alexandra, your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay, that's a swift action. You still have a move and a standard.
Um,
You can move with a move. You can attack with a standard. You actually have quite a lot of movement speed because, you're crazy like that.
Oh, that plus 14 was without all the stuff of the rage stuff I just accepted.
Oh, yeah. Also, do you
move.
accept the rage into your heart?
I accept the rage into my heart.
Okay.
Yes. Rage.
Do you hear the people sing? Okay. Roll a single attack at plus its flank. Crap. You're likely gonna hit it if you attack, but please roll. It's in a lot of bad places and situations right now.
Is she getting the flanking as well?
Yes.
Or in its minus dex or whatever?
Yep. You hit, Alexandra. Please roll your damage.
Okay.
So the bird's holding it up and you're just sort of filleting it.
Well, the
Is
bird's
my-
kind of holding it at the ground, to be honest. It's like a
It's kind of
imagine a
smashing it
hawk
against the
grabbing
ground.
something and then pinning it to the ground and pecking it to
Oh,
death,
yeah.
kind of thing.
Okay, I
Except
got
it
an
doesn't
image
beat
what this
things
is, yeah.
much.
Except in this case,
Shit.
instead of it's just
My
a...
sheet, I don't have my damage roll
Okay.
saved on my new document.
So it would be 1d4 plus 9
Yeah.
plus 6d6.
Okay.
The 1d4
He is
is like.
level.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was gonna say the 1d4, but then the 66, yeah, that's damage.
And then you also get to double debuff it.
Ooh. Bam.
And
Oh, I also need you to roll a will save as you approach it.
will save.
This will also be like +7 because you've accepted rage into your heart. Man, skulls are awesome.
So plus my normal, then +7? Or...
Yep. +7 on top of what you normally have.
Gotcha.
So I looked it up, and it's actually strength is only +4.
Oh, it's not +8 yet?
No.
Oh, okay. You resist.
And
So
I'm
you still
just-
do damage.
Sweet. Where's my little sheet here? I would like to.
Hindering it won't do much. It's already grappled. So doing the bewilder or
Disorient
disorient.
and bewilder.
Okay, thank you. Shakti, it's your. Oh no, it's the warped one's turn. The warped one near Tiamos. I get to roll 1d8. 3. Okay, cool. It becomes a blur of claws as claws kind of distort and appear out of its form. 1d4 plus 16.
I'm having
Okay.
a really bad trip, guys.
Tiamos,
You just gotta relax, man.
two claws attack at you. They both miss. Ruha, 2 claws go at you. I think 1 hits. Especially because you're now raging in it. -2 AC.
Yes, one of those hits. And the other one also hits. So I have minus
Okay.
AC, but I have +1 from
Haste.
haste. So that puts my arm class sum at 20, so that still hits because it's B2B.
Boom.
Okay, we did the math. We figured it out.
You did the math. You did
The
the
monster
math.
Don't die, Ruha.
Show me them damage numbers.
Okay.
70 each.
No, this thing's deadliness isn't really with its claws. You take 18 damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
My
It's mostly
God.
all the things you guys have been saving against.
Hmm.
So,
Oh no! You've removed my temporary hit points. Next turn, I'll have something to say about that.
okay. Now it is Shakti and then Lalara.
All right.
Man, if Lalara just one-shots one, that would be great.
She definitely could.
I think she's the only one who
think
Just
cares.
goes,
Oh,
you,
it's on-
fuck you in particular.
Because Icy Tomb is supernatural. I don't know if there's a spell resistance for that.
All right. So I'm going to cast True Strike, which adds 20 to my next attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. Do I need to roll to cast that?
You don't need to.
Okay. And then I am hasted, so I should be able to.
You can cast True Strike. That would be cast it by itself. That's a standard action. Then you could move up to it and hit it next turn.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Also, as a swift action, you can activate your Blood Rage and give yourself a bunch of bonuses while you do this.
I'll wait.
Okay. So, as you approach, make a will save.
Okay.
Da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Bum, bum, bow. Ba, da, da, da. Ah, you're the first one to fail.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay. You take, or you are blinded,
Oh fuck.
Yikes.
and you are sickened for 1 round, so -2 on your attacks. And don't worry, it's only blinded for 1 round.
Sweet.
But you're now blind and next to it.
Yay.
Yay!
Just where I want to be. Blinded.
And next to it.
Yes.
So, it is now Lalara, your turn.
So Lalara.
La 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 la.
Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? Okay. She goes, "Wah!" and like kneels down with her hands over her head.
Okay. Doing anything else with your action, or are you gonna go?
She peeks out and like points a finger at the scary guy and does her ice hex. Ice Two Hex.
Which scary dude?
This one.
The close one.
Okay. You duck down. Oh God, this is such a bad trip. Point. So it has to roll to beat its spell resistance. So roll 1d20 plus 11. You succeed.
Nice.
You beat its spell resistance. It now has to roll a fortitude save.
Probably has a low fortitude save. Being all magical.
It barely passes.
Oh shit. Chelsea's at 27 or 28?
It is. Unfortunately, it's 27.5, so it rounds down. Unless we leveled up, then I don't know, or whatever.
Oh,
Not-
so
not
close.
It ice starts trying to form around it, but it twists and turns and breaks your line of sight with it. Yeah. Sadly, your hex doesn't work.
Oh, it does take 3d8 damage.
Yeah, still roll your 3d8 cold damage on it. Because ice did attack it.
And it's half that damage.
Okay. It's still hurting. It is now time for the various warped ones. The one in your grasp seems to realize the uselessness of trying to get away. So, haha, it summoned something.
Oh no.
Oh God, do I have to find a token for this? Well,
You sure do.
let's.
Do it.
Which one is the one least likely to get me banned on Twitch?
You can have a stand-in. It's fine.
Okay.
You could make the square of color that we used to do. Old school.
I'm just trying to find anything that's suitable. You know what? Appearing outside of the grasp is a let me do the proper description. Tiny horns and bat-like wings and a sinuous tail betray the demonic nature of this alluring woman.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, when they're close to Jimmy.
Oh no, Jimmy. Resist.
Oh no, Jimmy!
Jimmy, this may seem like a good trip right now, but I promise this is a bad trip.
People can roll a knowledge of the planes as it appears.
I can't see you.
Oh, you could see it.
Oh?
Because Moscus's bird is flying.
Isn't she blind?
So. Oh, she can't see it. Yep, no, you're blind.
Yeah.
You're blind as a bat. Did Akane roll for
No,
for
that's
you?
Moscus.
Okay. That is a succubus. It's immune to fire and electricity. It has spells that ensorcel people. And its touch causes negative levels.
Oh boy. Oh, does that thing get to summon without penalty being grappled?
It's a supernatural ability.
Ah, shit.
So it kind of just gets to do that.
The thing has one more charisma than the prince.
And the other one seems to try to summon something, but nothing happens. Okay. There is no such thing as summoning sickness. So, Moscus, roll a will save as it tries to dominate you.
If only you had some stuff related to some sort of seducer's bane, perhaps.
It takes a look around the battlefield, focuses in on the stony exterior of Moscus.
The square-headed man with the square nose, and very few other defining features. The one with the soulless eyes who has seen too much. I'll take that one right there. Hey, baby.
His head looks like his...
Well, it can't see. It can't see.
And Moscus says, "Hey, baby," but he's lying. But she doesn't know that.
She smiles and goes, "Can you help, dear? Could you be a dear and dispose of your friends? That'd be great."
Oh, sure thing, baby. Anything for you, darling.
Roll the bluff.
No, she thinks
Yeah,
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
As long as
Sure.
I act within what she says, she believes me.
Oh. Well, it couldn't see Saruman, and Jimmy looks useless, so she went for the person controlling the bird.
It lucked out.
Okay, well, Moscus, it's your turn.
Oh boy. How badly injured is the thing I'm holding?
Very.
Very? Okay. Moscus says, "Akane, down! Attack that bitch instead! Fucking charge!" Its AC can't be that high.
Okay, well, that's good. Yep. It did its gambit.
And grapple.
Oh god, your charge did a little bit of damage there.
She doesn't believe I'm
It's grappled.
lying anymore. But she doesn't believe I'm telling the truth.
No. As you grapple, she looks briefly at like your seducer's bane, and she's like, "Damn! Hell's damn it! Another one!" Ah! As you like stab a lance into her. Okay, I was going for like the. Okay, fuck it. Here.
This is Lauren,
This
right?
is what I was playing. This was the joke I was trying. As you spear on your land.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna haste attack.
Super fight.
Wait. This isn't a
Uh,
Marilyn Manson song originally? What?
No, Marilyn Manson did a cover.
Shit. My life is a lie.
Just like the succubus's reality. You hit twice, TMS.
Okay.
Oh, I could give you.
Yeah, it's a soft cell song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The warped one in front of you goes down.
Yeah, okay.
Shakti, you're no longer blinded.
Oh, I can see.
I can fight.
I'm all like, woo, yeah, I can. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
As you
Oh,
finally kill it, it explodes in a non-harmful way in a rainbow of chaotic energy. As you finally release the creature from its torment. Now, it is now Prince Ruha, your turn.
The prince he's raged, he's slightly high, and his only obvious target is gone. So he's doing the most logical thing, which is to charge 60 feet over here and attack the only thing in the world that's prettier than him. For being prettier than him.
How dare you!
Like he's just screaming the entire run over through the attack of opportunity and whatever of
Yeah,
this thing.
the-
Nobody gets to be prettier than me and live.
Yeah, I'm rolling an attack of opportunity from the warped one at you. Also, roll a will save as you pass. 2 will saves as you pass dangerously close to the 2 warped ones.
Okay,
Two
so
remaining.
I've got my natural 14. How much do I get from
Plus 7.
rage? That's 7. Goddamn.
Yeah, because it's a supernatural mind influencing effect. Rage is
Yeah.
no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh, I should have had you guys rolling 20% miss chances on them. I'm not going to worry about that. Go and roll to hit the succubus who's currently grappled. Oh, look, you hit the grappled succubus. Roll your damage.
5d6.
Oh, roll your caster level to get through its spell resistance.
Oh,
Spell
right.
resistance becomes ever present in higher level D&D.
It's 11. Please don't be terrible this time.
You aren't. You hit the succubus. You spear the succubus with your spear. You. Your spear itself doesn't actually penetrate its skin, but the vampiric magic does, and the succubus withers away as you take its life force into yourself. Its beautiful features marred by black necromantic scars.
Hooray, and I get 16 more temporary hit points. Thanks.
You're not beautiful when you're dead.
I'm still... Oh, wait. You haven't rolled your attack, have you?
Oh,
I was going to say, I'm
haven't
still
rolled the damage.
unhindered. The thing that has hit me so far has done nothing to mar the beauty of this character. They've only attacked the temporary hit points so far.
10 damage.
10 damage? Oh no. Ah, well.
Jimmy gives a bit of a sigh of disappointment as the succubus dies. It is now Alexandra, your turn.
I'm just gonna dice this thing.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
It slices. It dices. You get 2 attacks at like plus 20,
Oh, I thought you were going to say you can get 2 for the price of 1. I thought we were doing a slap
and
chop
then
thing.
2 attacks.
Slap chop.
And then
Oh, what's that
that-
guy's name? Vince?
Vince?
Yeah, it's
14.
part of his tongue bitten off by a hooker.
Think 8.
So 2 at plus 15.
I think his full name is Vince the ShamWow guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know, it's
you
Vince
hit it
offer.
every single time. You could just roll all the damage in one. Don't worry about the critical. Just roll it in a giant pool. It's not going to survive. But I know people like rolling big numbers. So if you do roll,
Mm-hmm.
if you do slash roll, bracket, 1d4 plus 9
Mm-hmm.
plus 6d6, end bracket, star 4, you will get your 4 attacks worth of slice and dice. It's eviscerated like 8 times before it hits the ground. It only had 15 hit points left. So you double overkilled it.
God. There's rainbows pouring everywhere. You cut it all
Like
over.
a rainbow in the dark. Okay. It is now. Oh, well, that warped one said, that warped one did. It's Shakti! You have a true strike waiting. You could do your whole anime blade edge. Phew, 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 phew. I'm forget. Oh, it's blade dash. Lauren. Calling all Laurens.
I didn't realize the mic was off. Sorry, I was talking. How far am I
So-
able to throw my star knife?
Oh. You can. I think it has a range of 10. But you can throw up to 5 times its range. Star knife. Oh, come on. Star knife. Oh. Ba-da-da-da.
Additionally, can touch attacks be delivered by a thrown weapon?
Oh, it has a 20-foot range, so you can definitely throw it. And yeah, you can, if you do it as a full round action, you can throw your star knife once and cast a spell through it as well, as part of the swift action.
Okay. You said it's 20? Okay, cool. Alright.
Yeah, so it would be at a -2, but you also have plus 20 to the attack because you cast True Strike.
Yes.
So
Right. So I'm going to throw my star knife, using my true strike and all that, and try to cast vampiric touch.
okay,
Everything? Can I do that? Alright.
yes, you can.
Are the rolls the same if I throw it?
Yes, because your damage is entirely based off of charisma.
Oh.
So it's not like it matters if you throw it or not. Although you don't have it being able to return, so kind of throw it and it'll be
That's okay. I'll
Stop
get to it.
okay.
Oh, well. Pace, and then 17 minutes plus.
So, yep, you hit, despite the fact that you rolled about as badly as you could.
What? Aw.
Oh no, you rolled a
Yeah, I
2.
did. I was lucky. Damn. Got lucky.
So roll your 1d4 plus 9 damage, and then roll 1d20 plus 11 to get through its spell resistance, and then you can roll your spell damage.
Okay. 1d4.
Plus 9.
Thank you, sorry.
Okay. 11 damage.
Spell damage.
And then roll 1d20. Oh, you did? You got through? So roll 5d6 damage.
5d6.
Yep.
Okay.
It takes 14 more damage, and you gain 14 health. Lalora, it's your turn.
Okay.
As Shakti strikes a pose and then throws her.
Anime.
I just sort of screech again, "Wah!" and do the ice tube at this guy.
Ah! So much ugliness in this world. I refuse to speak with anyone who has less than 14 charisma.
Roll that spell resistance.
Roll 1d20 plus 11.
Nice.
Nice. Now it has to make a fortitude save. It has a very high percentage chance of failure. It fails. It is now roll your 3d8 cold damage. And now it is a block of ice.
With Shakti's star knife stuck in it.
Yeah.
Entombed forever.
Entombed forever. You're never going to get your star knife back.
I guess we could all stand around and say 1, 2, 3, and then just fucking full attack.
I'm just going to assume that you guys do the equivalent of that. It will die.
It's hard to miss from every angle.
Ura, 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 ura!
We open up the ice and then we all fail our will saves all at once.
Oh no.
Everyone's blinded.
Just flail.
Okay. So, Jimmy, okay. Big Jimmy appears out of the hole.
Is this a bigger Jimmy than the last big Jimmy?
Looks like it.
Yes.
It's bigger and bigger.
I didn't realize that was a request, but here we are.
Spiritually bigger Jimmy appears out of the hole and he says, "Ah, you guys went this route this time. Well, don't worry. You're the ones closest to the prize, I think. Although I don't really know what the prize is. It might be more of a spiritual thing. I don't get the gods. Oh. You defeated the weird wobbly guys." He points towards the corpses of the warped ones. So, he floats aside and points down into the void. "Your prize is down there. You get to speak with the great Runavog, the living apocalypse / gardener, and get your reward for getting this far. Most people don't survive his mouth."
How many times did we not survive his mouth?
Big Jimmy seems... Biggest Jimmy appears to be... No, sorry, bigger Jimmy. Appears to be...
Spoilers.
Appears to be contemplating this. And he goes, "I've seen at least 3 attempts, and there's one where he just kept on going down the throat, and he just died. And then another where you didn't enter the mouth, and you just, stopped the whole spiritual journey. But this one, you're actually getting close.
Yay.
Big Jimmy
Woo.
smiles. You see, the bigger the Jimmy is, the more spiritually invested he was. Don't ask me how that works. I don't even know what investment means in that I don't even know what the word means. I was just told by Biggest Jimmy to say it.
Oh no.
Well, you best jump down that hole before this room gets even weirder. Points towards. He just looks around the walls.
Yeah, you know what? I can't disagree with that.
I'm just gonna heal myself real quick. Anyone else need healing?
Nope.
I've now taken 10 damage, but I've gained 14 temporary health. So, really?
I've taken
Where?
34 damage, so maybe I'll take some health.
There you go. You're full.
Thanks.
Into the hole. With everyone on the bird.
Okay.
Except bigger Jimmy.
No, Bigger Jimmy doesn't seem to.
He won't fit.
Need to move.
Through the hole or on the bird. Wait, is there a bigger one of all of us here?
Let's hope not.
Is there a big Akane I should be worried about?
Biggest Akane.
Oh man. Well, I'd want to learn how she got bigger.
Okay. Okay, well. You start falling through the void. Lights and stars everywhere, infinitely spreading out before you. The void seems to have air, so it's actually rather comfortable. And you come face to face with Biggest Jimmy.
Oh god. I don't like this.
You see, Biggest Jimmy is actually sitting in the lotus pose, his hands to his sides in strange religious ways. Biggest Jimmy opens his meditative eyes towards all of you, and you see a wisdom that smallest Jimmy has never attained. Here goes. Welcome, friends, comrades, people. You have come into the spiritual heart of Runavog, the gardener / apocalypse. You come here seeking a book, or at least I think it is a book. I have given up all worldly desires, as Biggest Jimmy, and as I have no need for them. Nor do I have need of books, because I'm still illiterate. But I have reached spiritual enlightenment through the many deaths I have experienced within Runavog.
Didn't think it was Jimmy. Now I'm sure it is Jimmy.
It is. And there is a god.
And it
There is a god, and unfortunately you have not been worshipping very well. Like,
Biggest Jimmy goes, to go forward, you must. I would give you a riddle, but I'm not clever enough to create one. So I will merely be your guide and shield as you go to speak with Runavog's greatness yourself. I have long been a shield for my allies. Usually, one death I was sent into a hallway that turned out to be trap-filled. Another, I opened a door. Another, I was sacrificed as part of a ritual. I am every Jimmy that has died, put into one being. You have treated your Jimmy well, he points towards little Jimmy. And you have been found spiritually pure enough to speak with Runavog.
Score. The
This
prince has a look on his eyes of in your face as he stares at Tiamos.
Hey,
Lilara just goes, "Ah!"
I can teach him how to talk to the wind.
He'll speak with all the colors of the wind.
Exactly.
I really don't think it would be a good idea for Runavog to take up drumming as a new hobby. I think gardening is working out.
Oh God! Earthquakes everywhere. Oh, it might be bad for him to take up whistling as well. Storms. The only one he might be good at is interpretive dance, because that might not be as destructive.
Yeah, or ice sculpting, but that might be the wrong. This might be the wrong place for it.
Well, he is Zen gardening,
Mm-hmm.
so that's his performance art.
That's true.
Big Jimmy stretches forth his immense spiritual hand, and he says, "Hop on." Do you go
boy.
into
This is
biggest?
the part where we fall into eternity.
you go? Do you go into biggest? Let me.
Not too
let me
far.
Put him to the back. Yeah. There. You can. You can.
Oh God.
Biggest Jimmy is the gestalt of all Jimmys.
Fuck it. I'm
You
done.
can-
Whatevs.
There.
Bring it.
That's right in his face.
Oh, sorry.
I've given him a beautiful mustache, really.
Oh, where is it?
Oh.
There's one thing that I can do to make this truly complete.
There's your mustache. With the bird stash, you'll never be defeated.
Yes.
So Jimmy takes you into his loving arms, as loving as they can be. Him being a giant spiritual entity of
Oh.
a gestalt psychic entity of all Jimmys, and he starts flying across the void. You eventually start approaching through the inky blackness and star-laden fabric of space and time. You approach a perfectly manicured garden. And in it appears to be, from the distance, a tiny Runavog. Until you start approaching and you realize the garden is massive and so is Runavog. Perspective.
Did we actually
And-
take all of our drugs on the trip here? And we're just arriving.
And as you approach Runavog, its attention focuses towards you, and you feel the crushing spiritual and psychic pressure of such a being contemplating you for all that you are. Everyone roll will saves.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Akane does not need to roll a will save.
Is this an enchantment effect?
No, it's... I would make it a pure wisdom check, but I'm making it a will save.
Oh, I fucking. Oh, that's Akane. No, it's Moscus. That's Moscus.
Oh no.
Moscus
Oh
fails.
no.
Well, it's actually more about degrees of failure.
I fell the hardest.
As it contemplates you and you contemplate it, you realize that this is probably the closest to the gods you'll ever get. And it's actually kind of disheartening that it's just a giant gardening worm. It gazes upon you, and it seems to make some kind of it seems to breathe in and then make a final action, like and it says the word "coal." And as it says the word, all of the garden whips around in as if a storm is passing through, and the word hits you. And all of you find yourselves back on the rock that you were that you took the drugs on. The sun is down, and there is a giant book next to all of you. Jimmy is small. Although Jimmy seems to have been affected the most by this word. Co, Jimmy says to himself. What an insightful word. It seems like something has gone off in Jimmy's head. His mind has been altered more than just by substances. It has been altered by truth and revelation.
Also, you
Jimmy
got the
turns
first dragon word of power, so like
Prince Rudolph. And Jimmy says, I need to spread the word.
Oh no.
well, you won't find a better group to spread the word with than us.
He says, once I get back to the capital, I will have to spread the word. Go. And he just gazes upon Runavog, who is currently making lines in the sand.
Will there be any more words, or are you just going to be yelling that? Because there could be some.
Well, the word encompasses all words. It's an word. It is the word before all other words. You only need one word.
I think that's a great idea.
Ko.
Co.
And you see, every time he says it, a small bit of magic happens around. Jimmy has a class.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He's a custom class, doesn't he?
Oh no, Jimmy is
Is he an oracle?
now a priest of Runavog.
Oh no.
/ living apocalypse. I mean, you don't meet the spiritual gestalt of all of yourselves and come out, normal. Not that Jimmy was ever normal.
I mean, Jimmy's the normalest of the party, definitely.
Well, you've been through enough weird shit that Jimmy's no longer normal.
That's true.
Dear Prince, I think you're gonna have to find a new
No, he
level
won't.
0 NPC.
No, he won't. All he has to do is mind control him.
I mean, he's always been charmed a bit, but we'll see. I might make Runavog the Living Apocalypse mad if I take the mind of his only disciple.
No, he's got others. He's got that Cyclops, and
The one Cyclops in jail?
yeah, he'll be let out
Busted him
eventually.
out of jail. I think it evens out, right? 1 for 1. Plus, it said we would have been treating Jimmy pretty darn well. So, I take that as a free pass for moral gray area action. Or next adventure, you're going to meet Timmy.
So, let's look into my notes on the armor of the Dragon Emperor. Okay. This is Did I actually specify to you guys what part
Nope.
of the armor of the Dragon Emperor was in here?
We gathered it was the breath.
Oh, was it? Okay.
The heart, yeah. So, do all of you want to gaze into the book and have
Sure
it
do.
impart its knowledge upon you?
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Even Akane will look.
Yep.
All of you look, even Jimmy. And you see that the words sear themselves into your mind as you read it in Draconic, and it seems to translate into any language that you understand. It is a way of using Draconic blood, given willingly or taken by force in a specific ritual to give yourself draconic resistances and the ability to use I guess, a smaller form of the dragon's breath weapon. So, you all understand this ritual now.
Nice.
All right.
So
So who are we going to drop this book off with then?
Oh, we can pick
yes,
it up.
because, okay, so let's see. You currently have a scale from each of the 4 pillars. Let's see.
Wait,
The
we
4
do?
pillars.
Not Umbral.
Yeah, like we've used them.
We didn't use Umbral.
Oh yeah, we haven't used them. Yeah.
We haven't.
You haven't
we haven't
used
received one.
Yasadul the Twilight Keeper.
Yeah, we haven't received a scale from him.
No, he
We have
gave you a
received.
scale.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
We gave him the scepter. He gave us a scale.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I forgot. Okay. So whose
Yeah.
blood do we want, or do we want another scale? We didn't really use all the scales. Like, it doesn't seem like everyone.
So,
wants to
damn it. I was meaning to do something else. So, Kedalatrix, Herald of the North, Tiamos has scale. Nivaka the Anvil. I do believe our dear Lalara
Yep.
has scale. Ayunkin the Dawn Caller, the wonderful old woman. I do believe that Akane
Bird.
has
Bird
scale.
dragon.
And you currently have scale no person for Yazadul. There.
And now I don't remember the deal we made exactly. Is it we get a scale from each when we turn, or sorry, I guess a drop of blood from each when we turn this in, or from one?
You'd have to negotiate for each, but definitely one.
Okay. We've got to turn in that, or we've got to ask that question to what's her face. Anyways.
Who?
The Dawn Caller. She still owes us some questions.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We could head over there.
We could head there, drop off the book, get the question answered, get a sonic breathing
Oh, man,
giant
that'd be great.
bird.
I'm obviously in favor of that.
But
Sounds fun.
Maybe we can go by Ivanka on the way there and try and get the ice scale as well.
Ivanka?
Whatever it was.
the anvil.
Yeah,
Wow.
we could try that.
So this is where I need to ask you guys. I will bring you all back to the world map.
Goodbye, Jimmy.
Well, the Empire map. There's a world beyond. You've now dealt with, Sir was in Rune Avog. Now in party possession. So, you guys still have... I know you guys have been running around getting artifacts. Are you guys going to keep on getting artifacts? Are you going to try to focus on the vestments? Are you going to go whole hog with the armor of the Dragon Emperor? Are you going to go after one of the pearls? Are you going to go back to the court and actually, scheme?
Ooh.
Lauren.
Ooh, scheming.
I think we can get our question answered, spend some time in the court, and depending on the answer to a question, we might go sooner or later. Because we're looking for the last piece of the Phoenix Regalia. And on the way back to the capital, we could stop by the Anvil, but that's an option. Or the Umbral Dragon, or Bellatrix for that matter.
Hmm. Someone should probably use the Umbral scale before we go back to him. Because otherwise, if no one's going to use it, then we should just trade it for something.
No one can have more than one piece of the same.
No one can
body,
have.
right? Body part,
You
rather.
shouldn't mix and match dragon parts. So if you let's say your character, you have scales from the anvil, you shouldn't try to get the blood of the umbral dragon.
But you can still
Because
get the
that's-
breath of the Frost Dragon.
You'd want to get the breath of the anvil. You can stack things from the same type of dragon without risking becoming an
Oh.
abomination. But you can't stack different things from different dragons onto the same person. That's how you
Okay.
make the 4 pillars angry.
So, and Ruha can't use this.
And Ruha can't use any of the dragon stuff because he's been phoenix touched.
So the only 2 people could be, well, I guess Mazgus as well, but he's not gonna. Would be Alexander and Lauren.
To use the scale. So what the scale would do would give you 6 natural armor, 10 resistance to negative energy, and +1 on stealth checks.
This is something I'm definitely interested in.
You guys
Fight,
can
fight.
okay. You can rock paper scissors for it. You can thumb wrestle for it. You can literally wrestle for it. You can do a rap battle for it. I mean, it's
Thumb wrestle?
thumb wrestle.
Man, a rap
It's
battle.
a thumb war. The fuck
Whatever.
is
Well,
wrong
it's a
with you?
thumb battle. A war is a
battle,
series.
battle.
No, actually, it is.
No, because it is 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. You're right.
Ha!
But I've always heard it referred to as thumb wrestling. Never,
Well, that's what it's technically called.
Yeah.
certainly never thumb battle. That's
It's just one
That's just silly.
thumb battle and
that's
many
not a thing.
battles.
That can't. That cannot be. That's the real abomination.
Yeah, it's a hot item with many in demand. Many demanding it. So
You can have it. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know that was easy enough.
we could also get multiple scales from the Umbral Dragon.
Be like,
That's
hey,
true.
I want your, unless you want, some of that sweet draconic stuff from the heart.
Isn't the Umbral
Tricky.
Dragon all like weird and man?
It eats dead people.
Yeah, like
Okay, question. If he actually is evil, and you have a scale given from him, doesn't that mean it's lower on the scale? Or is the fact that you got it diplomatically always a good aura?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna have an aura closer to the host that gave it to you. If you took it violently, it's gonna have an evil. Actually, no, it would have a good aura. No, it'd have a neutral aura.
Neutral. That's
because-
fair.
Yeah, it would have a neutral aura. Unlike the anvil scales, which would be a good aura because it's a willing thing given by a good dragon. This is a willing thing given by an evil dragon. So it kind of balances out.
Woo.
If you stole, if you did your ritualistic stealing from dragon, it would be evil.
Yeah, okay. So if we just killed the dragon and butchered it, we're selling all its parts. That'd be some evil auras.
That would be more evil auras, or at least the dragons would realize you didn't get that willingly.
But what if someone else killed the dragon and gave you the part?
Technicalities.
And the dragon actually had a good, it liked you, but then it got killed by someone else.
The magic is a little. It doesn't understand subtlety quite like that. Just letting you know. So, of course, I present you with, because this is open world, to an extent. You guys need to make your choice.
We'll go west of
Oh, how
Ruha.
about we just go further
Yeah,
west?
you
Yeah, that's
totally
gonna.
could.
Let's be the king of England.
Guys, just leave the map.
We
Let-
did once.
okay.
We left once.
Here's an idea. This place sucks. Let's be the king of England. And you're thinking like, oh man, how can we all be the king? Well, we'll just take turns. We'll all go by the same name. We'll put on a little bit of a disguise. People won't even tell the difference.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
the Emperor does want us dead, so
I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
Why is the king feathery? That's weird.
Oh yeah, so at the beginning of this campaign, all of you were informed by the voice, effectively second in command in the Empire, so it goes around enforcing the Emperor's will, that the Emperor was going insane, A, and B, you guys were on a list that the Emperor had of suspected traitors. And part of the impetus of you going out and gathering power, gaining allies, that kind of thing, was to either gain enough power to stave off being put on that the Emperor wouldn't execute you, or find a replacement for the Emperor, or cure the Emperor from his insanity. The whole impetus of this campaign is to not die from the Emperor's insanity.
Huh.
And probably, save the Empire from the Emperor's insanity. You
Oh, we can
guys
also
are
check on
all
the-
relatively high and powerful in the court, and most of your success can be attributed to, the court.
Mhm.
But that
But
doesn't
also-
mean you have to like the court.
Mhm.
I mean, Prince Ruha has his own isolationist kind of hellhole of a country. Then, has been recently at war with the Empire. So this is not me dictating what you feel about the Empire, but that's kind of the point of the campaign,
Mhm.
is to survive this period of insanity and turmoil in the Empire. You also do know that people like yourselves would be dispatched to kill people who high-ranking court members who were actually treasonous, and leaving the Empire for an extended period of time would likely be considered treasonous. But if you guys want to just say, hey Ian, I really liked going through fucking hallucination trips through the outer planes. Let's have a campaign about that. I mean, we can. I'm not going to railroad you. Just actions have consequence.
Mhm.
So, rather than that paralyzing and depressing speech of mine, or I'm like, you guys can do anything, please don't.
Conflicting messages. Do we want?
I
Do we
would
want a
like-
second
I would
scale?
like, because you guys are the protagonists of the story, and I am making the story around your protagonist choices matter actions. What are your general plans so I can plan for it?
Do we want to get Lauren suited up with a scale so we all
What?
Yeah, we wanted the. Oh wait, you mean do we
use?
want another scale? Is that what you're
Well, she's the
saying?
only one without one, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So do we want to?
Didn't they just decide that Alexandra's character was gonna
get the
have this
remaining skill that we have, but we can get another one. We have the book.
Oh.
You could either get a scale or blood.
Hmm. We can also trade in. We asked one of our questions, right?
Hmm.
And we had 2 available or 3?
I think I have this in my
Because
notes.
I know we can trade in a question for a piece of dragon. Whatchamacallit. Or go on a quick side quest.
Because you can get a question answered by one of the most knowledgeable things on the plane. Or you could get more scales and body mod yourself.
We're keeping one. We're keeping one question. We have one question remaining.
Okay.
So, just because I do have bad memory, where are we on, like, if we wanted to cure the Emperor? Did you find
So,
it?
We've kind of
you
just
guys
avoided
haven't
discussing
actually
it.
looked anything into that.
No, we asked our one question on what thing we need to cure him, and we sent our pawns after it.
Yes.
That's the vestments of Telmec, which is over
The
here.
vestments, one of the vestments of Telmec,
Yeah,
artifacts, it's a thing of 3 artifacts, would give you the ability, would be the best chance at curing the Emperor of his insanity or curing the Black Summoner, the most powerful summoner in the court.
And I think we sent our pawns after the Talmec.
Mhm.
I think.
We did. The one over here, I think, was the
Yep,
one.
Moscas, you sent your agents helping with the necklace of Talmak. Prince Ruhan has sent his young fire giant to deal with the necklace.
And my fire witch lady.
Oh yeah, because she's no longer infiltrating the Hujin. She's dealing with the necklace. So I've put that in the agent's activities handout. Ooh. Da, da, da. So, I understand that this isn't.
So if everyone had their complete loadout, I guess who could make the most use of a breath weapon? I don't actually know how that works mechanically.
Mechanically, you would probably have to ask a dragon, being like one of the pillars, being like, hey, how does that work? But from your understanding of the ritual in the book, the getting the heart would give someone immunity to sleep and paralysis,
Ooh.
and give them a breath weapon meta-wise that scales off of your hit dice.
Okay, is it? I guess if it's ranged, I assume it's a standard action to use.
Mm-hmm.
So then it would be best used on someone who doesn't have range naturally, like Tiamos.
Or someone who's going to be in melee, like Tiamos. Or someone who's very mobile, like Lilara.
That's true. The Lilara has plenty of strong frost spells already, right?
Yeah.
Now it could be useful.
No. No more for
so
Burb.
if we were going to get
What do you mean
one,
no more for
then we
Burb?
wanted to get
You are in the Burb are equal.
I know.
1 and 1. Don't act like the bird's being greedy.
Burb is best Burb.
I'm just thinking.
So Cadalatrix has already popped in a few times. He seems very mobile. He can probably meet us in the capital to exchange the book for
What,
Okay.
you want to call him up and be like, hey, babe,
yeah.
I have a book you might want. Want to give me some of what you got? I just want some of your fluid,
Oh, what do you get
baby.
with that particular dragon card? Is that a ritual you can find? Is that the Forgotten Fifth book of Dragon Dong?
Dragon Dong?
You
The
know,
fuck?
it just allows you to create half dragons wherever you go. Also, I would have you guys roll spellcraft, as you guys now have knowledge of 2 different rituals.
Spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
I don't even
I
know
have
if I
lots of
have
that.
spellcraft.
Yeah, Lalara's probably
Spellcraft.
the best person for
Do
this.
actually.
Didn't roll very well, but
But that's okay. You rolled better than anyone else. Lalara, understands that by getting 2 of a particular form, of a particular dragon, and having that put on, they would mechanically get a once per day use of form of the dragon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So you could turn into a dragon temporarily.
Dragon
A little mini dragon.
That's pretty cool.
Aw.
There are other different forms of the dragon for, the weirder ones, like the Umbral and the Imperial. Though it would actually be a downgrade for your bird.
Yeah. Just that
Because
part,
it
though.
suddenly become medium.
The breath weapon, just do dive bomb runs. Just spray it everywhere. No, I'm more than meta-wise. I'm more than willing to wait to be like this near the last to get that.
Because the more parts you get of the armor of the Dragon Emperor, the more extra bonuses I've added. Because they're fucking artifacts and they should be cool.
Yeah.
Why not?
But yeah, that's why I thought it would be good to get Lauren a scale so that she doesn't get wrecked. While the rest of us are like, oh, we're fine with our 6 AC bonuses. You know,
Mm.
I'd rather us be evened out than everything stacked on one person. Because then they'll get paralyzed with something stupid, and then we'll be like, ah, fuck.
Makes sense.
All right. I think. Because for Lauren, would that even be your first choice of dragon, though? Because you can
Which
get.
one?
Oh, we can get any of the 4. We don't need to get you a shadow scale. You could have an ice one, which would let you just dive into the big bad icy spells of Lauren, or
Of Lauren.
Which one offers
Lalar.
fire
Of-
resistance?
of Lalar.
Cadalatrix!
I think Cadalatrix would be the meta-wise obvious choice for this campaign with all the fire.
Oh yeah, thematically, yeah.
He's so awesome.
But also getting cold resistance would allow you to survive better if Lalar just starts tossing around cold spells.
That's true.
Mhm.
Um,
Cold Sisters.
hmm.
You see, I'm forcing decisions. Ugh.
Okay.
Or the Imperial one to just look real snazzy though. 'Cause that's like gold. Also, you'd be siblings with the bird.
What's
And you'd gain a absolutely cute grandma.
Oh, that's true.
Remember, all these dragons would consider people more like their child, okay?
what kind of dragon is Ayunken then again?
Donkey.
She's the silver dragon.
Oh.
She is more like a paladin who's like,
No,
we
no,
should
I
be doing what's right and what's good. And she's created an organization of paladins and other people
Isn't
to do.
Naivaka the
Naivaka?
anvil?
That's Naivaka. Yunkin is the imperial dragon.
The Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is the one that sees the threats beyond. She has a cute grandmotherly way. And her scale would grant sonic resistance.
By the way, Sonic Breath. No one's gonna save against Sonic Breath. It's really good.
That's true.
Is it?
Although technically the breath weapon of an Imperial Dragon is piercing damage.
Is what?
Piercing damage.
Really? That's weird.
Physically? Oh.
That would be Sonic.
Yes, they
damage.
decide. Oh no, Sovereign Dragon. Let's look.
Oh, now I'm
It
disappointed.
is- No, it's Sonic damage.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's the reason
Sorry,
I
no,
picked it.
there's another dragon that has piercing,
Okay, that'd be
Yes,
interesting
it's-
too. But
but it is Sonic damage, and almost nothing has resistance to Sonic. Sanic.
so honestly, any choice is a good choice.
All right. Okay. Let's see. And then the one that Lular is has a scale of Naivaka.
Naivaka the Anvil.
She's grumpy. I like her.
Grumpy.
She's like, you fools! What did you do? Why did you take the egg? It's supposed to stay there. And then she said, just give it to you. She kicked it up the ladder and said, give it to the leader.
I also told her that she shouldn't sniff taints.
She was smelling the phoenix.
I think. Kind of torn between the two. Either one, whichever one.
The cat dragon. You just cone of cat breath.
Is that real cat or is that someone sounding like cat?
Real cat.
If you can't decide, you can always roll a die on it.
She's...
We're going to be heading to.
Aww.
I think the Dawn Caller has to be a new
A stop. Yeah.
a stop soon. So that's our opportunity to get.
Okay. If you guys think
One
that'd be
or
really
two.
useful for the team.
I'm hoping we can just negotiate up to 2 and get a scale and a blood from that, and then have. That sounds a happy camp.
Jesus Christ.
Rip Alexandra.
Did you get that on stream?
Yeah.
You should
What,
flip
you-
it.
Sorry,
Jesus,
she
that
just
one.
launched herself at me.
Yeah, we heard.
Oh no! Ah!
It's so fast. Oh fuck.
And that was the last we ever heard.
Holy cow! I'm going so fast. Oh fuck!
Hey, if Alexandra dies, at least we get to go to Canada for her funeral.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet of you guys, actually.
They're looking for any excuse.
I
to
wasn't
leave the
trying to be
US.
mean.
I know
Everyone-
it's kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah, but I felt really bad because everyone was like
Road trip.
shameful noises at me, and I was like, I'm sorry.
So if we're already going to Dawn Caller, that's not a bad choice.
Don't come up.
You don't get any particular. What do you get for saves?
Well,
You know, we could ask the Dawncaller how to save the... Or did we do that?
We did.
And
We
she
set our
sent
pawns
you
after
on
that
the
tab.
path to the vestments of Talmuk. Specifically the necklace, but she doesn't know where the necklace is. She just...
We also want to find the crown of the Phoenix Queen. So our
Yes.
2 questions should be that, though our pawns will be arriving eventually. I don't know if they're already done at that area or if we're much faster than them. Or
We
if
could-
You are you are so much faster than your fucking pawns.
Yeah.
we have
that makes
birds
sense.
and
But
teleportation.
you teleport like 1,000 miles and then you go on the Akane Express.
We're gonna
Over-
call
the
them up. We're gonna
overnight
be like,
Akane.
"Hey guys, how's your quest going? Are you
It's the
done yet?"
Aqua
Oh,
Express.
we've been out of the. We've left the capital. We're 2 days into our 15-day trek, and yeah, we're not done. We haven't started yet.
So Lauren, make your choice.
Yeah. Dawncaller.
Okay, that makes it easy.
Okay, and do you
Okay.
want scales that help you not get hit?
Yeah.
Or do you want the heart, which allows you to like?
We're
breathe
Gotta go for the
some?
scale.
I think I need the scale.
Scale's more important.
Let's see if
Okay.
we can get the heart thrown in for free.
Yeah, that'd be
For
fantastic.
the bird, at
You'll
least.
get to see some bullshit.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get 2 bloods.
Two,
Two
two
drops of
whole
blood.
bloods.
We don't
Oh,
really
yeah.
know how.
Blood
These-
scripts.
It's
know?
strange how stingy these people are with their gifts. I mean, like,
Well, the
it
scale's
seems very
good.
painless.
Well, you're probably. Do you have the highest diplomacy between us? I think you do.
I don't know. Matt might have higher. I have 18.
15.
It's
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
beat
priority.
me. You talk her through. Talk her for extra bloods.
And be like, hey, I might be Phoenix tainted, but you know, I just want a little bit of your blood, baby.
Because
You know, I can't even benefit from your blood, so I have 0 ulterior motives. That's what me being tainted by the Phoenix means.
You
That's
never
the only
have
thing.
weird motives.
There's no reason to be concerned.
now tell us
They
where the
dunked me in
Phoenix.
some water, then I picked up a different Phoenix relic. There's no reason to be concerned.
You've touched at least 2 Phoenix relics.
Let's go for all
It's all-
three.
Yeah, but I washed my hands after one of them.
That is actually strictly true.
All right, so that's the plan. Go to Dawncaller.
Alright.
Okay, so you guys, I guess it would take 2 teleports to get you near the coast. Then you'd have like 3 days of flying
Well, no,
to get to Cape's End.
we'd have 1 day of flying and then we'd teleport again,
Ah, true.
or 8 hours of flying while she rested, or however the fuck that works. A day, whatever. It's always weird.
It is kind of weird where you guys kind of get like a hard reset of only 24 hours. You can't just sleep 8 hours, do your spell, sleep another 8 hours, do your spell, sleep another 8 hours, do your spells. So, did you prepare teleports for today, Alara?
Let me see. Casting. The fuck level are they at? Yeah, I have 2.
Perfect.
Okay. Well then, you leave with with Jimmy staring longingly at the distant shadow of Runavog as it changes the landscape.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
He seems to take some kind. Is it still Ghoul Claw?
No.
Okay. You have weird hands. I need to make sure. And you teleport. Roll a 1d100 there, Chelsea.
Okay. Hope I don't fuck up.
I hope you do the maximum fuck up. Damn.
It would be funny if it was 69.
Okay. Da-da-da.
Do I need
Okay.
to do another one?
Yep. So you teleport 1,000 miles, and you would go 1,000 more. Oh, 500.
So 1,000 total.
Well, no, it's you. I would walk 500 miles, and then I would walk 500 more.
So 1,000 total.
So, you teleport into the edge of a village. You guys don't. You guys kind of just appear for a few seconds and then disappear again. Right around there. Then you kind of fly. All of you have terrible hangovers from the horrific amount of drugs you ingested.
Well, it's easy to puke off the side of a bird.
Just flies back and hits Jimmy.
Oh god.
Ah! Cole! So you then spend like a day flying, so that's like da-dun. And then one last teleport as you get you to Cape's End. You've been there, so it's much more likely to be on target. Roll another 1d100.
I did.
Okay. I do believe I see that. You end up at Cape's End.
Huzzah.
No teleportation muck-ups. Now, you as you enter into the town, you kind of just need to wait like a day for. Remember, it is a bit of a maze to actually get to the Dawn Cowler's palace, so you effectively send out your tendrils. give a message, say, hey, we want to meet with you. I guess you could technically send a message to the Baelnorn, who can send a message to Cadalatrix, who could then send a message to Yungan.
I'm
It's
sure she
plain
likes
pro-
being our telephone service.
Well, you guys don't have any other way. So, she kind of grumbles, but sending goes out. Do you guys actually spend the day in Cape Send, or do you kind of just camp outside? Because it is a small fishing town that not much has happened.
Well, of course we go back to the fort like we never left.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. We'll just fly right
Yeah,
back
the,
in.
How goes the war?
The commander, fortress commander, gives you a salute and says, it progresses well. We create greater seawalls every day. We're also fighting the occasional denizens of the deep, like jellyfish.
We haven't been here for like 4 days. I see you still don't have your aviary up together.
Oh, we're currently building one. She points towards a like an extension on the keep that they're putting together. It's actually progressed remarkably quickly. The Empire
It's just
is
strange
really
that you've
good at
had so
building.
much time to build new seawalls and fight such exotic creatures when the aviary is in such poor shape. Don't you think?
Mozgus just
Oh well,
stares
sir,
and thoughtfully strokes his chin while looking at it, and he just kind of nods. It is good enough for now.
she seems relieved when you say it's good enough. She says, the seawalls can be built more mundanely, but the aviary, to build it quickly, we've had to divert some of our spellcasting resources to do so. And jellyfish die quickly to spears, it turns out. Once the men got used to poking things underwater, sir. Well, a day comes and the night comes and passes, and in the morning, a young man, with a brilliant smile and just the feeling like he is a noble and he knows what his place in the world is, comes up to your fort, and asks for an audience with you. The guards outside seem to let him in. And he meets you, gives a smile, and he says, I come as a messenger from the dawn. Please, would you come outside the castle so that you might be taken to it? You could roll sense motive if you want. Just to let you know, like, anytime you interact with an NPC, if you're like, hey Ian, I don't trust that, you can roll sense motive. Guys are in a game of intrigue.
Okay.
Roll
It could
sense
be anyone.
motive.
There's a chance that it's not just the Dawn Callers sound very clearly.
Yeah, well, if you guys actually have high-level opponents, they might actually try such deceptions. Sense that motive.
I think it's just because we pop in places so sporadically and briefly, they don't really have a chance to get at us anywhere but the
actually,
capital.
you will. There's a lot of assassination attempts that have been planned that have failed against you guys because you have teleport.
It's hard to track down a teleporter, especially when we
Hey,
seem to
like
go in
every
random
time
directions.
they divine where your location is, like firstly you were in the deserts of Ruha, which fuck with divination magic. Then you teleported out of the deserts of Ruha, across most of the Imperial land to the opposite end of the kingdom.
I suppose we would have had to fly out of the deserts to teleport, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works, but yeah.
So it turns out that you're quite sure that this is the Dawncaller's son.
Except for Lauren, who isn't quite sure that they're even a person.
Isn't quite sure, but they do look rather, noble. So
I guess I narrow my eyes.
Yes, I don't know. None of your characters like are
Okay.
all of your are all of your characters single?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Mm,
I
you are.
guess.
Yeah. You're like one of you's a concubine of the emperor, but otherwise the rest of you are.
I mean, he doesn't seem to spend that much time with you, you know.
He has a lot of concubines. That, and it turns out that the voice has been covering for her by
Sorry, excuse me?
by hiring an escort and casting disguise magics on them.
Oh,
Okay.
really? Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Okay, the hiring the escort step I skipped past in my mind, and I was not understanding what you were saying quite right.
The voice is a dignified woman, okay? That's why she has other people sleep with people for her.
Mhm.
That's
Or
what
maybe this whole thing was just her
is.
plot to get the Lara out of the picture,
You know,
to get her quality time with the Emperor. You know,
I don't think she'd need to go that far. Now, you guys go just because, like, politically, people are going to be like, "Hey, you're not married yet. You're very powerful. Why don't you have my? Why don't you consider my son and or daughter?"
Could you please
For-
bear my children?
I
Please
mean,
marry
also
me.
with polymorph spells, anything's possible. So they might be offering both. So, regardless, you guys, if you follow him, get outside. You get beyond the visual radius of the castle. You guys go up into the clouds. He creates the illusion of a cloud around all of you guys, and he kind of just go off. It takes some time, but you get into a Yunkin's palace, and you see that instead of being in the old lady form, she's currently in like the form of a young half elf looking person, and she's practicing some dances as she magically controls some instruments. She stops, looks at you, and then shifts back into the old woman form. Oh, how's my favorite Grand Rock?
Oh, she's doing great.
Oh,
No bird noises?
she goes, oh, I just want to pinch its cheeks, but it would probably try to eat me. You're a vicious little Grand Rock, aren't you?
Does the bird head twitch?
Now, I heard from Kedalatrix, ever the prankster, that you are actually arriving. So, might I ask, did you guys actually tell her what you had, or were you just like saying, hey, we want to meet up to ask our last question?
I think we'd probably mention the book.
Okay,
yeah, probably.
I don't see why we
I'm
wouldn't.
assuming you mentioned the book.
Though I mean, the surprise could be better. Then again, she can
Surprise
see
for
the
you.
future.
Let's just say we told her. Or
Okay.
relayed the information.
She goes, well, give me the goods, honeys.
The prince stands as far away from the dragon as possible without being completely rude. Like, puts the book on the ground and tries to scoot it over, but isn't very strong. So it kind of only goes halfway.
She looks on with a look with dread amusement as you. She's like, "Why did you get him to carry the book of all people?" She goes and she takes it and she like brushes off some imaginary dust, and she says, "Ah, I haven't seen this one ever since Runavog ate it. I'm pleasantly surprised that it survived, but also, how did it survive Runavog's breath? That's one of the few things that might actually destroy something like this." She opens the book like normally, and then she turns it on its side like it's some kind of magazine.
Wait, are you telling me Runevag can kill artifacts?
She looks you dead in the eye and she goes, "It's the closest thing to a god you're gonna get other than me on this plane. Of course,
So
and
if
a
Oh, that's
breath
we
weapon
brought-
is
That's
far
important.
deadlier."
Okay, this saves us a lot of petitioning to angels and such.
Oh,
when we find that Phoenix
the
crown.
Phoenix, the only minor artifacts can be destroyed that way, sadly. If it was
Ah.
easy enough, I just would have fed it all the Phoenix stuff ages ago.
Okay then.
I guess that's proof that this isn't a minor artifact. She shakes the book. There's, most things don't survive Runavog. How did you get this book anyway? As she starts, as she goes back towards
Oh.
her.
Information is valuable.
Oh, come on. She says,
We'll tell you the full story and then some, as he puts his hands on Jimmy's shoulders. If
"Cold!"
First we-
Jimmy says.
if first we have a small exchange of goods. I
Ah,
hope you would welcome into your family another one of our party.
she takes a look at Jimmy and
Not Jimmy,
smiles.
no. Sorry, should have been more clear.
She takes a look at Shakti. She goes, "Well, it's either Blockface over there, you lovely dear." She points towards Mozgus. Jimmy, she takes a look in deep into Jimmy's eyes, and Jimmy just stares her right back. She says, "A priest of Runavog now, eh? Or," she turns to Shakti, "the monster hunter." So, which one do you think is deserving of one of my scales?
I step forward and say, "I was hoping you might consider me worthy of such an honor."
Ah, so you don't want one of my children riding another one of my children. She points to it. That's good and all natural. She turns towards Shakti and she approaches you and then kind of like does a circle around you, just looking you up and down. At one point, she pinches your cheek on your face, gives it a little wiggle, and sort of says, "I think you'd be a fine addition."
Huh.
She takes the claw hand that usually becomes the ghoul claw. She pets it a minute and she says, "You are going to have one of the most interesting bloodlines I've seen." I mean, she starts looking at she puts her hands she puts it both on both sides of your face and turns your face various ways as she looks at it. Are you gonna stop her at all?
Cool.
Okay, and she goes, "I see an archmage in your bloodline. Definitely the nose. I see one of your ancestors got frisky with a ghoul. And,
Oh, and
also
he's
half
blushing.
Well, it seems like you're going to be a 64th ghoul, well, the Archmage, you can't really put a percentage on that, but a fraction on that. But you're now going to be at least a quarter dragon after this. You'll muck up all of the other percentages."
Just the way my family likes it.
Well, she turns around and she says, "Well, for this most bountiful book, I will give you some bounty." She seems to go back to the table, I guess more like slab, that she was resting on before. Turns into her gigantic draconic form. and rips off another scale, cleans it off of blood with some magic, and hands it to Shakti. Massive claw, holding a holding like a scale that would be like the size of a shield.
I take it and bow.
Ah, some proper respect. She casts some kind of healing spell and regrows the scale. Please enjoy it, dearie. I guess maybe I now need to pay a visit to your family. Now that we're bonded, she seems to consider it.
Did you pay a visit to Akane's family?
Oh yes, I did.
She has a family.
Oh yes, I tracked down her living, well, as close as you can get to relatives. They're happily in Haval, the Three Wise Mountains,
Huh.
being rocks,
I was told they
flying
were dead.
around, eating things. Oh, well, most of them are dead, but there's a whole new generation from the survivors.
Oh,
Akane
good.
gets to be the oldest of her clutch, I would call it. Aren't you?
Muska seems very happy with that information.
There's more where that came from, she said.
Also, I don't want to alarm you, but it might be the Four Wise Mountains pretty soon.
Oh yes, I saw your little cosmetic modification to Haval. Not so cosmetic, and not really a modification, but it seems to get at the heart of it. Well, first, I'd like to congratulate you for freeing all those tormented souls down there. And second, I hope this shows you how dangerous those artifacts are. Creating new volcanoes is not something people should be able to do. It should take some effort. Now, I assume that you aren't just here to beg a scale off me.
Yeah. Okay. The other order of business, well, I guess we're here for three things. So the scale is a very, very nice thing if you are feeling particularly generous, though. And I still haven't got a good explanation as to why you wouldn't be. Can you give us a drop or two of blood?
Oh, roll a diplomacy check.
Yeah, do it. Use all your specials. Whatever
Yeah,
you got.
Specials only affect bluff.
I'm pretty sure TMOs has better diplomacy than I do.
Timo's
I
probably
believe it
would
has 5 ranks
because
in it.
I can assist on this actually.
But dang, that's a pretty
So
good roll.
I'm gonna
just say like, hey.
you just be the hype man. Oh god, the cat's
hype
crawling
man.
over my chair.
And what was that in our last campaign? Every time we did a bluff, the whole party assisted by just being like, yep.
Yep,
mhm."
yep. You guys were still awful at it.
Uh,
It only worked on a particularly dumb troll.
A
You rolled a
couple
negative
of them
1.
Trolls. Thank you very much.
Mozgus would add. Well, I wouldn't. Mozgus would say, "I would hope you would do
Bird
everything you
needs breath."
could to make sure your new daughter is successful." Yeah, and I'm gonna re-roll it. Yeah,
Okay.
because I get re-rolls. Because Inquisitors are
She
weird.
smiles. And she goes, well, I would be able to give you a little more blood. Enough for that wonderful ritual that you just learned from this very book that I have in my claw. She dangles it. If you would do me a favor.
Ooh. Counter offer.
You see, I have a friend in the Imperial capital who needs a little bit of help. She's gotten herself far too deep into some silly conflict between two houses. And I will give you the blood if you see her safely to Cape's End.
That's it. That's pretty easy.
Oh, she needs to be alive, have all of her limbs, not be mind controlled. She looks at the prince specifically.
Well, if it's mind control to get her here safely, and then he lets it go, is that okay?
I guess so.
Like, it's her well-being that we're concerned about.
Yes,
Where
but
exactly is she? We can teleport there and back. Be done with this
Actually,
in
yeah,
like
we could.
25 minutes.
oh, you can't teleport from here, dearies.
Okay, well, we'd
Right,
walk
okay,
back
we
out,
can
and then
kill-
we teleport, and then teleport back, and then just keep him waiting for us.
Of course. Well, the blood's in my veins. It's in me to give. She smiles.
And you can spend some time with Jimmy and see if that's worth a second dose of blood.
What? Oh.
Her laugh rumbles through the palace, and she says, I could not give Jimmy any blessing. He has already received blessing from Runavar.
Oh no, the thought
no.
would be.
He's gonna.
Go on.
Yeah, no. I mean, talk with him.
The blood isn't for him.
The blood isn't for him.
Go, Jimmy.
He has code. That's all he needs. We don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's great.
Effectively, because it's getting late, I'm going to set up the. If you guys are going to go into the capital, you can rescue. I will give you the details of the rescue mission
Mhm.
at the beginning of next time.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
A literal side quest.
A literal side quest, because I'm not just going to keep on giving you artifact level powers for nothing.
But we're gonna keep trying.
Oh, you are. You are. Also, I need to throw you into the fucking intrigue portion of this.
At some point.
So, I've gotten rumors from Matt and Chelsea. Thank you.
I'll get you mine by next week.
If before next week, you can give me that, I will distribute it at game next week.
Cool.
So, how's next week looking for people, actually?
Great.
Pretty good.
I
Good.
should be good.